Hello, I'm Dr. Gareth Moore and welcome to day 17 of my Solve of This, the Exit Advent Calendar, the missing Hollywood star. Oh, and before I forget, do check out my Instagram at Dr. Gareth Moore because I'm running a competition at the moment where you can win free signed copies of my books. But we'll start as usual by having a look at the story for today. I'll just briefly mention my book, The Undercover Agent Puzzle Book, which is quite actually relevant to people who like this sort of calendar because it is full of escape room style games where it's up to you to work out what to do. It doesn't directly tell you most of the time. It's up to you to work out what's going on. So you might enjoy that. But let's have a look at the story for today. So, 17th of December. There's quite a bit of text today, isn't there? Right, dripping wet after yesterday's door. You stand in front of the next door, curious as to what set you will find behind it. One for an adventure film set in the hot desert. It'll be pretty good right about now. At least then your clothes will dry quickly. But hang on, the door can't be opened at all. You can't even try as there isn't a door handle attached. It's almost as if the door was just painted onto the wall. How are you supposed to proceed now? You remember what the leading lady said? She spoke of a completely locked set. This has to be it, and according to her tips, there should be a key hidden in the jewellery box, right? The jewellery box. While you're still pondering how best to open the door, you hear the loudspeaker crackle, and a slightly trembling, well-known voice rings out. Pretty clever! The key is hidden in the lid of the jewellery box, but it still won't open. This is meant to be my slightly trembling voice. I think I'm going to give up on that. You've probably already noticed the little peephole in the lid, but you can't see enough through it. In the toolbox behind the right flap, you will find a screwdriver. That should get you inside the jewellery box. It will certainly work better if you then remove the red light and swap it for a stronger light. But don't tell Lewis that I spoke to you. Then the loudspeaker crackles and the conversation ends. Door 17 cannot be opened. Instead, just open a small hole in the lid of the box and remove the red light. You won't find anything behind it, but the screwdriver might help you. Okay, so somebody commented in the comments yesterday, or at least I replied to it yesterday, saying that there haven't been any little funny doodahs in the same way in this year's calendar as previous years. Well, perhaps I agree and it spoke too soon because it does sound like there is today. So, let's get back the calendar. Is there no door for today? I didn't even notice that. Let's have a look. 17 here, let's have a closer look. So, what can we see here? Oh yeah, look. There is no actual, look, here's what an opening door looks like. That one's still sealed. But there's no serration. There's no cutout around the edge. There is what looks like a slit here. There's definitely a slit there. And it didn't say take a riddle card, did it? No riddle cards. And then here's the red light, which does appear to be perforated. Let's change cameras and have a closer look. Oh yes, you can see clearly that there's a perforation around here. So that will push through, yeah, like that. And look, there's one on the circle as well of that. There's one there as well. But what is this about a screwdriver? Where is there a screwdriver? In the right, let me just read that again. And by the way, I think it was referring to a couple of days back, there was, this is 15th of December here. By the way, they locked one set completely. They want to confuse you. The door cannot be opened. You simply have to take the key from the jewellery box. But that is not relevant now. Take the key from the jewellery box. Perhaps this will help with today's puzzle. Because what does she say today? I say she. That was a lady. I don't know if it's the same voice. There should be a key hidden in the jewellery box, right? The jewellery box. So the key's hidden in the lid of the jewellery box, but it won't open. So is there something stuck to the top of the door? You've probably already noticed a little peephole in the lid. Presumably that's the white dot. Unless it's the slit. You can't see through it. In the box behind the right flap we find a screwdriver. Is there a screwdriver in the calendar? Should get you inside the jewellery box. It will certainly work better if you then remove the red light and swap it for a stronger light. That suggests shining something in. Alright, so let's see what is in that right flap. Okay, so this is the right flap of the calendar. And what is underneath? Oh wait, look behind the cardboard for the screwdriver. And there is what looks like, let me just hold that down because I'm going to skewer things. There's what looks like a flap here. I think I'm going to have to turn this around like this because otherwise it's going to be very hard to film it all. So look behind the cardboard for the screwdriver. What does it mean? It's not an actual screwdriver. It's a picture of a screwdriver. So obviously I slide it through that slit, I think. Anyway, we'll switch back now. Right, okay, let's close that again. Well, I'll close it properly afterwards. So the screwdriver, I was genuinely expecting then an actual screwdriver and I was surprised there was one in the calendar. But in fact, we've got this, which is a picture of a screwdriver. And then on the back, it is a mirror. You can see me there. Looks what a beautiful picture. Okay, so now I need to reevaluate what's going on, but presumably we are sliding the screwdriver into this hole, which is obviously going to act as a mirror as well. Am I using the... Aha, I've worked it out, I think. I'm going to put a mirror in at an angle, and I'm going to shine a light through the hole, and then look down through here and read something reflected off the back of the door, I think. So, okay. So first of all, let's use an actual screwdriver to open that red light hole and to push through this. Oh, it's got sort of caught. Well, let's hope that's not a problem. And then let's slide this into the hole, the screwdriver into the slit rather here, if I can. Maybe I need to open the slit a bit more. Make sure it's cut. It is cut. Presumably, I then shine the mirror, put the mirror like that, and then I presume I shine the light through here. Let's see if we can do this on my camera. Let's see if we can do this like this. Oh, it works! Ha ha! Look at that. Wow, 6, 0. And then the dot of the bit of the door that didn't press in is there. Hang on. So using my phone for better light, using the mirror, we can reflect 6, 0, 7 inside there. 6, 0, 7. How ridiculously clever is that? That's very clever. So we can take that out. So 607 is our code for today. That was a relatively straightforward one once we worked out what was going on. So what have we got? Let's have a look. 6. I can straighten that camera again. 6, 0, 7. And we have, it's got to be right because we literally spread it. So from here, we go down left to here, sorry, right to here, and right again. And we should have L plus circle. And we do. So that means that we can write 18 here and open that door tomorrow. And I guess when we finish playing with the calendar, solving the calendar, we can open that at the end and have a look inside and see if there's anything else to read, but I think probably the rest of it is just empty. Well, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please join me in my video tomorrow when I shall open door 18 and see if we can solve the puzzle in there. Please do like the video, and if you haven't yet subscribed, I would love it if you did. So please do consider it if you haven't, and do please click that subscribe button. Also, do please comment down below if you solved the calendar yourself. I'd love to know how you got on with this day. I always particularly enjoy the ones that are particularly unusual in some way, like that one. But in any case, do please join me in tomorrow's video, and I shall open what's behind day 18. But until then, all that remains for me to say, take care and goodbye.